guys, welcome to another episode of Fishing in the Midwest. Out here on the Hocking River here in Ohio, and we took out a canoe from the Hocking Hills canoe livery, and I'm here with my dad doing a little smallmouth fishing today. We're not too far along in the trip so far. We took the longer trip, but today we're targeting mainly smallmouth, maybe a few spotted bass. We've already seen a few small spots, but there's spots, largemouth, and smallmouth in here, along with quite a few suckers. So what we're kind of doing right now is we're targeting smallmouth. I just popped off a little 14-incher, nothing huge. But what we're doing is we're throwing tiny jigs. This one isn't too small, but throwing just a small jig, trying to match the color right now. These rocks are really light colored, so the crawls are probably going to be the same kind of look to that as well. I'm throwing a little chigger crawl in the back, and we're using small jigs. My dad was throwing a wake earlier, using small crankbaits too. I guess the big bait down here is anything that makes a lot of vibration and noise, but I want to see if I can get a bigger one on that jig. But here and there we're probably going to be switching back and forth between lures, just trying to find out what these finicky smallmouth want. I know for a fact I've popped off a few nice ones, but I just missed them in general. But it's tough fishing from a canoe in such dense water where you've got a bunch of trees and a bunch of rocks all the way around. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoy today's episode of Fishing in the Midwest. Nice smallmouth right here. Two just as big but bigger following this one. This is about a 2-pounder. I had one about 3 pounds following this guy in. It's a nice one, caught on a wacky worm. Oh man, he's so good. Hocking River smallmouth doesn't get any more fun than this, honestly. Look at that. It's about a 2-pounder, easy. Wow, that is just a lot of fun right here. Just using little wacky worms, little 4-inch yum dingers. 10-pound test. You got to use 10 or above if you if you want to fish around these rocks, stuff like that. It's a nice smallmouth. Like I said, there's just a couple more over there, so we might throw back in there. I don't know, they're just loaded up in this spot, but beautiful bronze bag. I love Hocking River. This is one of my favorite places to fish smallmouth, besides a few ponds, but I love Hocking River. Stay tuned and keep on watching. Got another one that's a little bit smaller here. Same spot. Like I said, I saw those three. Usually smallmouth run in packs. I mean, some people may disagree with me, but every time I caught smallmouth, I've always seen other smallmouth following it up, and that one, when it came out and hit, the bigger one that I caught, when it came out and hit, two of them were going after my worm at the same time. This was one of the smaller ones. I'm guessing that followed my my worm up when I had that bigger one on, but not a bad fish. Pound for pound, these fish fight. This is probably a pound fish. Smallmouth tend to be heavier than largemouth just because they're just pure muscle, honestly. And when you get one with a big gut, like that last one, they weigh a lot. But this is probably about, if not a little over a pound, right at a pound. Really fun though. We're using little small worms. I like pumpkin for this clear water. Water's probably about 5 to 6 foot visibility, and these smallmouth need to target something down that stands out really well, and this is just a cool little color I like to throw. And I always like throwing a little weight on my wacky worm. I don't like throwing something huge. Something like I'd say at the very most a 1/8 ounce, to be honest. I want something that can fight the current a little bit, but that also allows that worm to drop at a slow rate, because when you're fishing clear water like this, it's really key that you give that fish some time to hit it. But again, just a very small presentation, 10-pound test using a 610 Powell diesel and a Shimano Strike 2500. This is the river setup right here. They seem to love this little rig right here. So stay tuned, and catch you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back. Trip's almost ending right now, but I just whacked this nice one on a little laydown. He came up and hit it on top of the water. It was really awesome. Nice little fat fish, probably about 2 pounds, believe it or not. These fish are really fat. This one's got red eyes compared to the other ones that all had black eyes today. But that was on a different color. That's Gary Yamamoto Senkos. That's in a cinnamon flake color. Nice little Hocking River smallmouth. I've missed so many in the past couple of hours. I've missed just tons, and it really has nothing to do with the fact that I'm, you know, they're just popping off. None of them are breaking or anything like that, but really it all has to do with the fact that, that these fish are so strong. They're pure muscle. You know, they'll pull you into all sorts of stuff, and really all you can do is pull them out. So rather than horse or playing with it a lot when you're around really weedy or really I don't know, it's really hard to get places such as like laydowns or timber. Basically what you want to do is just yank it right out. Really don't want to play with it, especially if you're using light line like 10-pound test. You can play it, sometimes you'll catch them, but most of the time they're going to put you right in that stuff. So sometimes when you lose them, you just have to realize it's inevitable. They're smallmouth, they're tough fish, and they'll do whatever the heck they like. So stay tuned and hopefully catch some more. Hey guys, welcome back. Just real quick, want to turn on the camera because I guess this is a big moment in my fishing career. This is my first spotted bass. Not a whole lot of spotted bass fishery in Illinois, and I thought I had like a smallmouth on. This thing pulls. I'll tell you right now, being in my first spot, these things pull really hard. I'm sure you guys down in California are sick of these things, but it's kind of neat that caught a little spotted bass, probably about a pounder. I didn't even really know they were that prominent in the river, but that's a pretty decent spot right there. I mean, for Ohio waters. So I'm gonna put her back in the water.
How many species have you caught today?
Caught largemouth, smallmouth, spot, rock bass, bluegill, pumpkin seed. I've caught so many different types of species. Well, that's awesome. Nice little spotted bass. So get her back in the water so she can grow even bigger. And hold on for a second. I think there's a big smallmouth right below me. Actually, I'm gonna try to catch it. This thing's actually really big. Just sitting there. I think it's waiting for me to drop a worm down in front of its face. Yep, yes. That was so cool. That was so sick. That's all I gotta say, man. That was so sick. I saw her right there the entire time. As soon as that thing hit the water, she was on it. It's freaking crazy, man. Ain't no toad about the same size as that spot. I don't think that was a big one. I was looking at the one under there was about 3 pounds, but it's about just short of 2 maybe. I don't know. It's kind of tiny, but that's awesome, man. She was just sitting there. I was looking at that one side. I think that might have been the smaller one. I saw a couple going to that log, but it's awesome. Hocking River. You guys don't fish it, you ought to, because it's a lot of fun. So stay tuned and keep on watching.